Hi, I'm Bucky Burnside, and we are back in the carpenter shop. Let's talk about weeds. Just your everyday garden variety weed. My wife will tell you that I like to spend time out in the garden, in the yard. Of course, she likes that because I'm no longer in the house bothering her. But one of the things I do a lot of out in the garden is pull weeds. They just pop up overnight. I don't know where they all come from. But if you don't keep an eye on them, they'll take over. Ruin your garden. I looked up the definition of a weed. It surprised me. A weed is any plant that's not in its right place. You know, our Lord warned us about weeds and thorns in the parable of the sower, that the sower would scatter seed on good ground, but then the thorns and the weeds would grow up and choke it. So what are some weeds in our Christian lives? It's anything that distracts us from being everything the Lord wanted us to be, to follow His will for our lives. Anything. It can be good, it can be bad. But it's up to us to pull the weeds. One year, I decided to put in a garden like my dad used to. My dad was a master gardener. So I decided to try to take his lead and do that. And I had put out some seed and worked really hard. And I came back a few days later and it was overrun with weeds. My mother saw the frustration on my face and she said, "Son, there's only one way to get rid of them weeds. You got to get down on your knees." Mom, I don't think that's a coincidence. Because in our Christian lives, the only way we're going to keep the weeds out of our Christian lives so that we can do the will of our Father is on our knees, pulling weeds. Thanks, Mom. Next time, from the carpenter shop.